Hello, everybody. It's your girl, Dazzle and I'm back for another tarot reading. So please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so you become notified and when I upload and when I go live. And if you would like to book a private reading, all you have to do is go into my description box. Everything is down there. Okay, so let's get into this, okay? So as you guys know, I've been under the weather for a couple of days. And I'm starting to feel a little better. But of course, it's all coming out of my chest now. And that mucus and stuff coming up. That's, you know what I'm saying. Ugh. Anyway, so don't mind me if you hear me coughing. And the fact that I am eating a cough drop. But let's go into this and talk about Kanye West. So, I am a fellow Gemini, so I understand how our mind works, okay? And, I understand that when we suffer from certain things, like, anxiety or depression or bipolarism, allegedly, our mind can get fixated, it can get scattered, things like that. As a Gemini, so I get it. But I am an Aries Moon as well. And I'm a Leo rising. So it's a little different, I suppose. But I was raised by my grandma. My grandmother is an Aries. And she said it like it is. She's brutally honest. And I think I'm going to tap into her type of energy right now. Because I think that we need to say what it is. We need to stop sugarcoating. We need to be honest with ourselves and others. People say they, don't want Kanye West to use his freedom of speech right. They want to silence him and things like that. But what I realize is Kanye West's been talking the whole time, and a lot of people have been agreeing with him. He's so intellectually advanced. He's a mastermind, all types of things. So I don't necessarily see how anyone's trying to silence him. But it's becoming to the point where it's like, it's getting to the point where it's like, okay, well, now you're just offending people, You did it to Jewish people. You did it to black people. I kind of find it funny, he's talking about George Floyd, right? Someone just got sued. What's his name? For almost $1 billion. $1 billion. For spreading misinformation about the victims of Sandy Hook, I believe. Tell me in the comment section. So the things that he was saying about George Floyd is irresponsible, and they're not backed by factual evidence, such as an autopsy report. His family can sue. George Floyd's family. I did a reading yesterday morning, and I do feel like Kanye West will eventually silently or openly apologize to George Floyd's family. I feel like we just need to tell the truth about him and about all these other people that we see on the media. First of all, they are elitist, so Kanye West is an elitist, and Nicki Minaj is an elitist, okay? They're rich, and they are removed from what us regular African Americans go through. So they don't quite understand when they're blowing smoke up our ass. Like, I personally don't like when my African American, struggle experience is not always a struggle, but the experience being African American, I don't like it when my experience is being weaponized when it suits an elitist, and then you see their history and you like, are they really pro-black? They're not. So I'm not really triggered or anything when I hear them dog whistle a black man, the black man, the black man, or I'm a black woman, and da 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 da. Like, I don't do that. I don't agree with that. Matter of fact, when elitists do that, I find it insulting. Because y'all don't really care. It is what it is. Tell me how y'all feel about that. Do you think that these people who are millionaires and billionaires care about you as a African American individual who, because there's no middle class to me, it's just either rich or poor, who dwells in the area of poor? Do you think when they say those things, do you think they care? Or do you think they're gaslighting you, manipulating their audience, their fans? Okay. So, let's get in more details. It is manipulation. Let's just start. What can we ask? Is Kanye having a mental crisis, a mental health crisis that's causing him to take on this role and this energy? Y'all know what that means? The Seven of Swords and the Emperor in the reverse. Is he having a mental health crisis that's making him Temperance in the reverse? Do I even have to do the spread? Temperance in the reverse. Temperance talks about balance. Let's talk about an imbalance, right? So, temperance is an imbalance when it's in the reverse. Upright, let's just get into it. Upright, temperance is all about healing, talks about balance, being a team player, things like that. In the reverse, it talks about needing to heal. There's an imbalance, and you're pretty much being hedonistic, doing things, saying things, and you don't care how anyone's going to feel, because it's not about them. It's about how you feel and what you want to do and what you want to say, and you don't care about the repercussions of what you do and say. Okay? So also, when it talks about imbalance, let's talk about labs. You know how you go to the doctors, you get your labs done, your lab work and shit. Upright, it's a balance, right? Because we're talking about water. We're talking about, because it looked like it's chemistry. It looked like this angel is in the chemistry class. If I'm talking about your blood work, say for instance, you had a disease, you had an illness or whatever, and you went through a couple of procedures. Now they're taking up-to-date blood work, and you get the temperance card. It's saying that it's healing. Your body's healing itself. Things are becoming normal. Your white blood cells have balanced out. Your red blood cells is balanced out. Whatever. Right? In the reverse, There's a chemical imbalance going on with Kanye, of course. So he's going through an episode that's causing him to be the emperor in the reverse. It's all ego. You know, the emperor is usually a father figure, someone of authority, and basically he has a position, he has a title, and he has a duty to do things justly. In the reverse, it is not just. They're arrogant. They have an ego. They're narcissistic. Okay? And they abuse their authority over you. He's abusing the fact that he is a millionaire in the elitists. He's abusing the fact that he has a fan base. He's abusing the fact that people gave him different platforms and they want to listen to him. Right? He's abusing all of that. Okay? Because he's being hedonistic. And that's something that you guys should already know. And with the Seven of Swords upright, there's something that he's being sneaky about, trying to get away with. So, really, what I kind of get with that is that what he's being sneaky about, first of all, I don't really think he's on his meds. Okay? Because the chemistry ain't balancing out. Right? So, I kind of feel like he's using this as a way to express his mania. Like, it's nothing wrong with me. Like you know how some people, instead of doing medication, they try to do an outlet, like they sew or like they knit. You know, they may pick up gardening and things like that to, you know, balance out. With him, he chooses to show his mania in a very egocentric way. To balance it out in a very egocentric way. And it's not really balancing. It's he wants it to flourish. He feels like this should be him. And he's not doing what normal people do. You know, do some yoga. Okay, so is he really even a Christian? Because I don't believe he is. I don't believe he's a Christian at all, y'all. I just don't. I feel like he's lying to y'all. I think he's God. With that emperor in the reverse, I think he's God. Now, don't get it wrong. Everyone has a God in them, but the God in him has this egomaniac vibration that makes him have a God complex. So, let's see. Is he really a Christian? No, he's not. Is Kanye West a Christian? 1, 2, 3. The Star card. So he believes in a higher power. And that's what he defends, right? So he calls it so. Okay, so he's a star. He feels like, but then this is an elitist card too to me. Because a star is a celebrity, right? But it's also a wish fulfillment, a renewal. This is a big star. So, there's faith. He has faith in something. But the way I kind of feel, and then you have this Justice card too. So, this is funny. I feel like he lost his faith. To me. I kind of feel like, because there's something about this Tower card in the reverse. He had a tower moment. Okay? So, does he believe in something higher? Yes. But right now, he believes that his star is bigger than his faith. That makes sense? The defense. He feels like he's on top of everything. because he feels like the anointing God gave him to be a big star, he uses it as his weapon. The Justice card, like divine justice. You know what? I had a boyfriend who believed he was the wrath of God. He had mental illness, okay? He believed that God gave him the right. He thought he was the wrath of God. He was the judge, juror, and executioner. And I kind of get that from these cards. You know, when he's not off his meds, when he is actually balanced. He is a great manifester when he's balanced. And he is a caring person when he's balanced. But he had a tower moment that caused him to have this egomaniac God complex. Like, you ever heard about, like, monarchs and stuff that be like, God anointed me to rule you? Okay? Like, I used to watch Henry VIII, The Tudors. And when you talk about monarchs, when all the monarchs are come in the room, they be like, first of all, they're very hesitant on beheading. A good example, Queen Elizabeth was very hesitant on beheading the other queen, Mary Queen of Scots, right? Because the first thing she said was, how can I behead God's anointed queen, an anointed monarch? God chose them, right? Because that's how they talk about each other. That's the type of mentality that Kanye West is going through. That motherfucker think he is God's gift in God's hand, okay? He really, really think right now that God chose him to lead. He really thinks he's Jesus reincarnate. Well, a little bit more than Jesus. He sits on the throne. Okay? But here's the other part about people with mental health. I think that spiritually, on the spiritual plane, they take a little bit more, they take care of people like that. Not in a bad way, but it's more healing involved, okay? Because you have to heal the mind. And his scales are off. That's what I just want y'all to know that. There's an issue. There's definitely an issue. So do I feel like he believes in God? Well, right now, his mind says, I am God. I'm a little bit more special than everybody, okay? But he believes in a higher power, you know. But not as a Christian. Not Christian. So he's lying to y'all about being a Christian. Okay, so let's ask about this. Donald Trump says that Kanye West is crazy. What happened with that situation? What's the energy between Donald Trump and Kanye West? What had happened with that situation? Because they were good friends, right? 1, 2, 3. Got the King of Cups, the 9 of Cups in the reverse, the 7 of Swords in the reverse. Okay. And the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Okay, so the King of Cups is somebody who gives you what you want, who really likes you, gives you advice, right? emotional maturity and stuff like that. I think that Donald Trump did give Kanye West advice, did give him what he wanted, things like that, attention and things like that. But when he didn't give him what he thought that he deserved with this Nine of Cups in the reverse, there was some sneakiness. or that mental thing came out. And then all of a sudden it's, you're right. Somebody's right about something, right? You was right the whole time. Somebody was right about Kanye West the whole time. So Kanye West, this is past sneakiness, okay? To me, I kind of feel like they used Kanye West for propaganda. Because this Nine of Cups looks like a propaganda. Look at me, but it's in reverse. When he didn't get what he wanted, somebody didn't get what they wanted. It just went left. So, then you have the Wheel of Fortune. I kind of feel like Donald Trump, and I think this is Donald Trump, this King of Cups right here. Kind of look like him a little bit for me. Donald Trump is more emotionally intelligent than Kanye West. And so he strategically used Kanye West. And when it didn't happen the way that he thought it was going to happen, I don't need you anymore. But also with Kanye West, it's like I'm a give you good advice and stuff like that. But I know I didn't know you was crazy, but I know now. So that's why I didn't go right. And Kanye didn't get what he wanted from Donald Trump. I don't know. Y'all tell me what else y'all want me to know about Kanye West. Does he really believe in what he said about George Floyd? Or is he just regurgitating it? Because I think it's regurgitation. I think Miss Candace Owens told him that. 1, 2, 3. Looking at things. Oh. Okay, so a different perspective, right? Yielding to the universe. He's gonna have to let that situation go. I think this is someone taking stock in the situation. Okay? This is someone who's planted seeds and they want to see their harvest. So, this is someone he's looking at the evidence or the whole situation. And then it's the Page of Swords in the reverse. This talks about manipulation, gossip, cunningness, that type of thing. Jumping to conclusions from what you've seen. And there is an injustice. Okay? So I kind of feel like he done sat his ass there in his mind, in his elitist mind, and he looked at George Floyd as a thing. Because this don't look like someone looking at a person. They're looking at it as a thing and coming up with false conclusions and false accusations that lead him into court, and he would lose a lawsuit if he go to court. Okay, and would lead him into losing money. So that was him jumping to conclusions about George Floyd and saying things because he sees him as a thing and not a person, because he's an elitist and he's immature, and it will cost him some money if he keep going. So that's what I got for him. So that's what I got, y'all. I got to go. I got to cut it short, y'all. Go in the comment section and tell me what y'all want to, what else y'all want me to read on or something. If y'all want me to add to this, and it could be a part 1 or whatever the case may be. Because, look, I just be sitting here and I just be asking because I'm like, Because I'm already telling you who this person is. So whatever they're giving bullshit. So that's all I'm saying. So I love y'all for real though. Tell me if y'all want me to add on, if y'all want me to have different questions, and who else do y'all want me to read on in the comment section. I'm going. I got to get to work. I love y'all for real. Peace.